How do phaser, LFO speed, and tempo interact? Imagine twisting a knob and, suddenly your sound moves in perfect rhythm with the music or drifts freely into space. That's what happens when you understand how phaser, low-frequency, oscillator speed, and tempo work together. Phaser effects use a low-frequency oscillator to change the phase of the audio signal, creating that sweeping, swirling sound we love. The LFO speed controls how fast this phase shift happens. When you turn up the LFO speed, the sweep becomes quicker and more noticeable. When you slow it down, the effect feels more subtle and slow-moving. Tempo, which is measured in beats per minute, tells us how fast the music is playing. When you sync the phaser's LFO to the tempo, the modulation rate lines up with the beat. This means the sweeping sound moves in time with the music's rhythm, making it feel more connected and musical. If the LFO is set to a rate of 1 cycle per beat, the phaser will sweep once every beat. If it's set to half a beat, it will sweep twice as fast, matching the rhythm more tightly. Syncing the LFO to the tempo is especially useful in genres like electronic dance music or funk, where rhythm is key. It makes the effect sound like part of the groove rather than just an added layer. When the LFO is not synced, it runs freely, creating a more unpredictable, evolving sound that can add texture and space. Technically, phasers don't modulate delay times like flangers or chorus effects. Instead, they use all-pass filters to shift the phase of certain frequencies. The LFO modulates these filters, creating notches in the frequency spectrum that move around. When you sync the LFO to the tempo, the rate of these phase shifts matches the song's BPM, making the effect rhythmically aligned. In practice, many producers choose to sync the LFO to keep the effect in time with the music, especially on drums, bass, or rhythmic synth parts. For pads or vocals, setting the LFO speed independently can produce a more flowing, less predictable sound. Some hardware and software plugins let you choose note divisions like quarter notes or eighth notes, making it easy to match the effect to your track. Changing the LFO speed relative to the tempo can also influence how energetic or spacious your track feels. Faster synced rates create a sense of urgency, while slower rates give a more relaxed vibe. So, the key is whether the LFO runs freely or is locked to the beat. Syncing creates a tight, rhythmic movement that feels part of the music, while free-running speeds give you more abstract, evolving textures. Both options are useful depending on what mood or style you want to achieve.